Howdy, hi. It is Deer Drop Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Sunday, August 17th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to recap the previous day's results. On the day, we go 2-2. It was a real greasy 2-2, bringing our season record to 271 and 257. We added somebody to the ban list. This time I included proof. I put my works cited page right in the middle of the screen with a nice little diagram. It should be fun. Let's get into it. Our two winners, we had the over, 165.5, and the Lynx in the Liberty game. It hit by the hair on our chinny chin chin. Final score, Liberty 80, Minnesota Lynx 86. It depends where you got this number at. We had some people in the Discord hit it. We had some people in the Discord push it. And then we had some people in the Discord lose it. It opened at 165.5. It closed at 166.5. Hopefully you got the 165 or the 166. But it lands on 166 even. Next one, we had Kayla McBride, points and assists over 18.5. This was probably Kayla McBride's worst game of the season. And she still hit 3 of 14 from the field. 9 of 13 from the free throw line. She couldn't hit anything. But she still scored 17 points, added along 2 assists, so she hits by the hook at 19. Thank you to both of them. Now we're losers. We the Liberty, plus 1.5. This team, we'll talk about Sabrina in a second, so I'm going to pause on that notion. Then we had Emma Miesemann, PRA over 24.5. At halftime, she had 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. They did not give her the ball in the first half. Then in the second half, she finishes the game 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Maybe the New York Liberty should give her the ball in the first half of the game. Now we'll get to the talking point. Sabrina Ionescu. I've complained about Sabrina for literally the entire year, so I wanted to see what she was shooting. This is pulled from ESPN.com, so you can probably find more in-depth detail than this, but this is just real simple. On the screen right now are the 6 players who have started for the New York Liberty this year. There's a couple other ones, but these are the main 6. These are the people who's going to be on the court the most. Obviously, Brianna Stewart, currently injured, so you can just kind of cross her out. Let's take a look at the field goal percentage for those 6 players who start the most. Sabrina, 40.6. Emma Miesemann, 52. John Quell, 48. Natasha Cloud, 43. Leona Fibich, 53. She is shooting the lowest field goal percentage out of anyone who starts. Let's look at 3-point percentage. 30.7. Sabrina is almost shooting in the 20 percentile from deep. Brianna Stewart, she just don't shoot 3-pointers. That's not her game. Emma Miesemann, 57%. John Quell, your starting center, 45. Natasha Cloud is shooting it at a higher clip than Sabrina from deep. And then Leona Fibich with 44. You would think that being the worst overall field goal percentage and the second worst 3-point shooter out of anyone else who starts would make you not shoot the ball. Wrong. Field goal attempts per game. Who leads that department? Sabrina. Basically 16 shots a game. Next closest is Stewie. Then you have Emma Miesemann, John Quell, Natasha, and Leona Fibich. What Sandy is doing, what this coaching staff is doing, I don't know. Why are you allowing the person who shoots the lowest field goal percentage in your starting rotation to take 16 shots a game? It doesn't make any sense if you want to win basketball games. If you want a stat pad for Sabrina, sure, keep on letting her go 5 of 16 from the field every single game. That's perfectly fine. But you're not going to win basketball games. So for that, Sabrina, you are on the ban list. You suck. All right. That's enough complaining. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game of the day, Indiana Fever on the road at the Connecticut Sun. I'm going to take the Sun, plus 7. I'm going to rock the under, 164.5. I really don't know why the Fever are laying 7. They've lost back-to-back road games at home against 2 teams who are not good at basketball. Why they're laying a touchdown on the road, I have no idea. Well, you could probably argue that the Sun are 6-26, and that's why they're laying a touchdown. But you have to remember, this Sun team won in Indiana Straight up. I'm not talking cover the spread. They beat the Fever in Indiana. Fever, 18-16 on the year. They just lost back-to-back home games against the Wings and the Mystics. I would argue they might be the only team in the WNBA to have lost home games to both of those squads. Don't fact check me on that. Definitely not accurate. All of their points, if we're talking about how they actually put the ball in the hoop, it is through Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Lexi Hall gives you nothing in the starting rotation. Sophie Cunningham's actually been really good, but there's only so much she can do. Like, she's not going to create her own bucket like Caitlin Clark would. She can't do what Kelsey Mitchell does off the bounce. She's not giving you anything but someone who can dribble the ball up the court, a semi-solid defender, and a pretty reliable three-point shooter. And then you have Natasha Cloud, who can't shoot the ball, but she is really good getting to the hole and getting rebounds. I'm just not sure how much all that's going to play into anything when you're going against the Connecticut Sun. They picked up Aaliyah Edwards. They still have Mabry. They still have Tina Charles. Their rookies look really good. I like Morrow. I like Sinai Rivers. They're getting really quality minutes from Nelson Adoda off the bench. I think this team is okay. Sun, they're 6-26 on the year, coming off of a home win against the Sky. Imagine they go back-to-back home wins. If there was ever a time to do it, it is right now. I mentioned Tina Charles, still on the team, Marina Mabry. Marina does not like this Fever team. They had beef the previous time they played in Indiana. This is a Connecticut Sun team that is no stranger to fighting and getting kicked out. You have Bria Hartley on your team, which means she's live to throw punches any given game. If you get Kelsey Mitchell pissed off enough, she'll throw something. Maybe there's a chance somebody gets kicked out of this game. That would massively benefit the Sun because they just have the deeper bench. I don't trust this Fever team at all. Give me the Sun at home. Give me the under 164.5. Next game we got is the LA Sparks on the road taking on the Mystics. I'm going to roll with the Sparks minus 3.5. I'm going to take the over 169.5. This is the second game of the Sparks road trip. The Mystics, they've been playing good ball recently. Ever since they traded away Sykes and Aaliyah Edwards, they've actually been treading water pretty well. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with the talent and the size that the Sparks have, though. So I will take the Sparks minus 3.5, and I'll take the over. Sparks 16-17 on the year. They did just choke away the cover against the Dallas Wings. They still won the game, but dang, they should have covered that 4.5, and they did not. They won by 1 point. Size-wise, this is where I think they have the massive advantage. You have Dearica Hamby, Azrae Stevens, Cam Brink. And on top of that, you could throw Rakia Jackson in there. Rakia is tall. I don't think the Mystics have anything to really deal with that down low, especially if Shakira Austin doesn't play. I want you to just think about what Steph Dolson is going to do down low against Azrae Stevens and Dearica Hamby. It is not going to be enjoyable for Steph. She is large. She does not move quick. That's not going to be a fun time. Mystics 15-18 on the year. They did just beat the Indiana Fever on the road straight up, 88-84. I already talked about the size concerns. Sonia Citron's also not been playing well recently. Now, granted, this Sparks team plays absolutely no defense. They hired a defensive coach, hasn't done a goddamn thing. They're clueless on the defensive end. I credit that more towards Lynn Roberts just not actually focusing at all anything on defense. But I don't think this Mystics team is going to be able to keep up. You have Kiki, you have Shug Sutton, you have Sonia. I mean, that's where your scoring is coming from. I don't see how those three keep up with Kelsey Plum, Rakia, Dearica, and Azrae. I don't see it happening. Give me the Sparks. Give me the over. Next game, I feel like this one's kind of simple. Aces. They have been on an absolute tear recently, so I'm going to back them at home, taking them at minus 9.5. Also, the over 169.5. You could argue, besides the Lynx, the Aces are probably the hottest team in the WNBA currently. The Wings, they don't have anyone down low that can guard Asia, nor do they have any wing perimeter defenders that can defend Jewel, Jackie, or Chelsea Gray. So I do not see this ending well. Wings are 9-25 on the year. They have been struggling to play any form of defense. Kirk Clocanahan, or Clocanahan, however you say this dude's last name, he doesn't know how to coach. First-year coach in the W, he is clueless as to what he is doing. Arike Gumbawale, questionable for this game. Really don't know if it matters. They've kind of been playing better without her. Paige Beckers has been absolutely dominating. JJ Quinterly's looked really good. You're getting good performances from Maddie Siegrist. Lee Yu Ru, when they actually decide to use her. They haven't been playing awful. I just think they're going into an absolute beast of an atmosphere with the Las Vegas Aces, winners of 6 in a row. Aces at 20-14 on the year. A'ja Wilson has looked like MVP caliber A'ja. If she continues to do what she's doing right now, and Nafisa comes back and doesn't play great, it's probably A'ja's MVP to lose. Yes, I have been hyping up Alyssa Thomas the entire season, but A'ja's been doing stuff on another level, and they've won 6 in a row. They're 20-14 now, so they've brought the season all the way back. Also, quick mention, Chelsea Gray. Previously this season, she's been absolutely atrocious. I was kind of thinking they would move her to the bench role, give more Jackie Young the point guard role, and move Jewel Lloyd into the 2. But they did not do that. Obviously, Jewel Lloyd comes off the bench. Chelsea's been really good at point guard. She's been hitting her points and assist prop much, much more recently. I'm going to rock the Aces at home. They should be able to name their number here. I mean, 9.5 points against this Wings team just isn't enough. Give me Aces winning 97-78. Yep, that sounds good. All right, next game here. I think this is the first time I'm doing this on this channel. I am taking the Mercury -1.5 in the over of 163.5. Now, I am going to try to reverse jinx myself a win because I have not been able to call the Seattle Storm game correctly for a long time. I backed them a lot during their 6-game their losing streak. I then bet against them in Atlanta 2 days ago when they won. So I'm going to reverse jinx myself in a win. So everything I'm about to say should make you want to bet Seattle. But I'm not going to. I'm going to take the Mercury, and hopefully the Mercury win. Mercury 19-13 on the year. They just lost a home game to the Aces, 86-83. They really struggled down low to stop A'ja Wilson. The Aces, they were able to knock down basically any single mid-range shot they wanted, whether it was Jackie, Jewel, or Chelsea Gray. They got whatever they wanted. I struggle to see how they're going to stop Nneka Eze or Dominique Malonga when she comes in off the bench. This Mercury team just isn't big enough. Alyssa Thomas, Satu Sabally, really good defenders in their own right, but they're not nearly as big as some of these Seattle Storm players. I mean, Eze is 6'6". Dominique Malonga, I think, is registered at 6'8", and then Nneka is just an absolute tank down low. So if you're giving up 3 to 5 inches to anyone in the power forward or center spot on the other team, while also giving up about 25 pounds, it's going to be seriously tough to stop anyone actually getting to the hoop and putting the ball in the bucket. Storm, they just got their first win in their last 7 games on the road in Atlanta. I don't really trust Noel Quinn as their coach, but they have so many veterans on this team. It's kind of a self-coached team. Imagine like LeBron and any team he goes to. They should be able to coach themselves. You have Nneka, Gabby Williams, Skylar Diggins, Brittany Sykes, Erica Wheeler. Like, you got names on names on names that have been in the league for a long time. They should be able to get it done. It's going to be a great game to watch. All right, that was weird. I'm taking the Mercury. Forget everything I just said. Reverse jinx is in. This is a guaranteed dub. All right, final game, then player props. You guys should already know what I'm doing. Atlanta Dream, laying 5.5 on the road. Also going to rock the under, 154.5. I'm fading this Valkyries team for the rest of the season. They've won 3 in a row. They keep on winning basketball games, and I don't know how. The Dream, they just lost a home game to Seattle. This is a nice spot, beginning of a road trip. You need to go in there, take care of business, beat them by 15, but also hit the under. Dream, 21-12 on the year. They've already played the Valkyries twice this season. First matchup, they won by 9. Second matchup, they lost by 2. Granted, the most recent matchup, they did not have They didn't have Ryan Howard or Brittany Griner. Now, they are without Jordan Canada, Brittany Griner back in the lineup, Ryan Howard back in the lineup. They should be able to roll. Them two playing should be a W. Valkyries, 18-15 on the year. I don't like them. I already mentioned the Louisville thing. It's bad. It's not good. They've won 4 games in a row. 3 of them were against the bottom 3 teams in the league. I think it was the Dallas Wings, the Connecticut Sun, and the Mystics. The only team they did not beat was the Sky. Or maybe they did beat the Sky. Oh no, it was the Sky, the Mystics, and the Sun. They didn't play the Wings. That was it. They have not played a team above 500 in a week and a half. They are due to get absolutely steamrolled. Give me the Dream. Give me the under. Here we are. All All right, player props. I decided to go with all points and rebounds over. So I got 3 players. Let's get into it. First one, Azrae Stevens. Give me her PR over 20.5. She's going against Steph Dolson if Shakira Austin does not play. This is a fantastic matchup. Azrae Stevens, mobile, can go outside, can go inside. She can go wherever she wants. Steph Dolson, she don't go outside. She stays inside, right inside the paint. It does not move. So if Azrae plays against Steph, should be a bunch of 3-pointers lined up straight away right for Azrae Stevens. Next one, Bree Jones, points and rebounds over 17.5. This number is simply too low against a Valkyries team that is going to have all of their hands full down low with Brittany Griner. That should free up Bree Jones to get a decent amount of open shots, also some rebound opportunities. She's hit this number in 5 out of her last 7 games. Finally, Nneka Ogwumike, points and rebounds over 24.5. The Mercury, I already talked about their size disadvantages, even though I am betting them. Ezzy, Nneka, Dominique Malonga off the bench. Pick your poison. I would have taken Dominique Malonga props, but they don't offer them on FanDuel because they don't want this smoke. We're going to go Nneka instead, 24.5. Nneka could have 25 points straight up if she wanted to. She's really the main source of offense. You could argue maybe Brittany Sykes now that she's in the lineup, but not consistent enough. If you want a solid bucket getter down low, it is Nneka Ogwumike every time. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.